Hello everyone, it's Greg and welcome back to another video about Battletech. I know it's been a while since I've posted anything about this game. A lot of things have happened between now and then. However, I'm very excited to get back into it slowly, but I'm definitely getting back into the game itself. I have backed and acquired Battletech Clan Invasion Wave 1. I was a star captain for it and acquired some good stuff for $90, give or take. So, really excited with the quality of it. If you haven't already, go check out my box opening for that. Really cool stuff to get a good look at what is inside the box when you open it all up. So, look forward to that. Other than that, I just want to talk a little bit about Battletech, what's coming up next, what they have posted as well, maybe answer a couple confusing questions about the Kickstarter. So, if you the canon character stuff, if you haven't already, go to this contact link. Go check it out. It's up on the most recent update 135. If you're not happy with the survey, or if you're currently happy with the survey overall, you're not required to do anything. If you want to make additions for Wave 2, now is the time to do that. The Pledge Manager is currently open. I'm not sure, however, if it is for 30 days or 60 days. I want to say it's until December 15th, but it could be coming up for November 15th. I haven't seen an update about when that is actually closed. So just be mindful of that, is that you should be able to go into your CrowdOx pledge and open it back up. And it shows you what you can click on, which is right there, reopen your selections. And they understand that there is a warning on it. Don't worry about that. It's not going to affect your Wave 1 shipping at all. That Wave 1 is locked and cannot be messed with in any way. This is all for Wave 2, which is probably going to be probably till March or so until it actually gets shipped out. But it's not going to affect what's already coming in. They are adding some other extras into it. Battle mats, puzzles, poster set. Excuse me. Got a nice little cold here. The dice set, I've got to admit that I'm pretty happy that I did not get the full dice set. There's been quite a few issues with that. And if you haven't already, go check out your email and you should be getting an email here. If you have problems with the faction and insignia dice included as one of your rewards for Battletech, take this survey. I've already done it. It's really easy. It takes, 30 seconds, if that, of how your dice were, what dice you got, and what the quality of the dice were like. So just be mindful that they are here for you. They want to provide quality product for you. Unfortunately, the factory did not do good quality control on the dice. And then if you go to your pledge, I'm going to open this up real quick just to kind of show you a little bit. I did already click the link for it. And so shouldn't be getting that page. It should go directly, to my pledge. So there's my star captain, all the information. So some of your digital scenarios, such as trial of position, diminishing returns, last stand, that's going to be in your cornucopia. You should have a code for that in your email. Look for that in your code, as long as with any other digital rewards that they have ready right now. So the proliferation cycles, they don't have your legends yet as far as I'm aware of. So if you go and download all that, this is what I have in my library here. A couple of clan invasion scenarios, and then we have the proliferation cycle, and then we have a couple other New game, the field is lost, rules of engagement, redemption, and malice. And then we also have Shrapnel issue 1. I believe you have to be Star Colonel to get the Shrapnel issue 2 for free, if I am correct on that. So make sure you go to the cornucopia. You go through the link that it shows you, it walks you through what to do. Just you have to look for your email on that. So after you make sure that this is your pledge that you want, you're going to hit your save and continue button. And then now here come all your extra add-ons, rule books, what have you. For the Game of Armored Combat, $50 is probably a decent deal, but you obviously also have to wait for that shipment to come in. As long as the beginner box, I would probably recommend, if you want it sooner, just go online or to a store, game shop, and we'll more than likely have that. The reason why you want at least Battletech Game of Armored Combat is because that actually has the core rules of the game in it. If you actually look at the rule book for Clan Invasion, it builds off of this book. So you need to probably have the beginner box or Game of Armored Combat to know what's going on for the Clan Invasion box. Alpha Strike, again, you can find this on Amazon for a little cheaper and get it a lot sooner. But if you want to really back the Kickstarter, that's something else you can do, another way to play. I have not played Alpha Strike that much, if at all. I do enjoy the classic version a little bit better. Just my preference, but I definitely understand and realize the need for Alpha Strike for tournament play, for faster play, for more mechs on the field. A lot of manuals that I would like to have as a collector, as a hobbyist. Having these manuals physically and not a PDF is always nice to have, but you can get the physical and the manual for both for $40, which is probably a little bit better overall. Your readouts, not needed, but definitely nice to have, a little more fluff if you like the lore theme of different games. This is going to help out a whole lot. I do have the Succession Wars readout. I do like it. I bring it out every so often, and I just kind of read a little bit, just to read, to be honest with you. A nice coffee table book. Total Warfare, I do have this one. It has everything combined. It's a Total Warfare, as it says. I like it. However, I think I would like the Battle Mech manual. The reason why is because right now I'm really just a Battle Mechs. I'm not too much into the Total War of infantry and tanks. I just don't have models for those either. But I do have Battle Mechs. So if you want to simplify it and not get too into the weeds, Battle Mech manual may be a better option. However, a lot of that information will also be in Total Warfare. Legends, I shouldn't get it because that should come in with my rewards, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Destiny's also interesting to get as well. Mech Warrior Legends Limited Edition bundle, always be cool to have. Map packs, and then we get into our pledge levels here. So I almost got blood named. I decided not to just because I could spend that extra $50 into more force packs rather than shirts or pins or anything else. Really put money into the game itself and not so much the fluff. Not saying the fluff is bad. I'm just more into putting my money as a little bit of a budget player into the game itself. There's your Star Colonel at $260. Definitely comes with a whole bunch of stuff. So, and then you have your con. Force packs, Wave 1 options. So if, let's see, Elementals, it may be good to get yourself another clan Elemental, a star worth of it, because right now I only have two points, as if I'm understanding it correctly, proper jargon, as I have 2 points, 2 models of it, and it looked like it'd be nice to have a whole star pack of it, 5 elementals, so points. So if I were, let's see, there's that. So I do have the Innersphere Lance right there, Command Lance and the Battle Lance. And then this is where I'm probably going to add some, I think. And the way that to do that is you would add purchase, and then let's say I'm going to do a Fire Lance. Like, well, I want more than that. I want something else. How do I do that? You hit add another. It's going to do another drop down for you. Support Lance, add another. Urban Lance. Okay. And then it's going to be $20 each, so that is $60 right there. If you add one book, that's going to be $100 right there. So just be mindful of that. It definitely racks up pretty quickly. But it is all good quality content. The mechs so far have been fantastic. Really happy about it all. And then just more packs. Something else may be interested in getting is the Retaliation pack for the Inner Sphere. If you're an Inner Sphere player, it comes with 10 miniatures, 2 Wolverines, $40. Well, if you don't want to get, if you already have a Game of Armed Combat and you just want the miniatures, it may be good to just get the Retaliation pack, get 10 max instead of 8. Just feel them a little bit more without the extra fluff. So, Urban Max, I may get 3 of these. So I have a lance of Urban Max because why not? They're only $6. You might as well get some Urbies. Then we have some fluff stuff here. Challenge coins, pins, dice, shirts. The drop ship. There have been some issues with this as well. Apparently the molding isn't very good with each other. It comes in different pieces, got to put together. Some have been more salvageable than others. Haven't heard anything about a survey about those. But if you hear anything about that, because there's been an issue about the dice, I'm not sure if there'll be anything about the drop ships. That'd be interesting because $65 is a significant amount, and it's really for an aesthetic piece. If you want to include it in a game, you can, but it's just really for aesthetics. So just be mindful of that. Your pilot cards, I do have quite a few of these. I don't think I'm going to have any more right now, but these are pretty awesome to have. I do recommend having some. Gives you a little bit more theme into your game. And then record sheets. So you can see right here, record sheet, book 1, wave 1. That's locked. That's because that's from the wave 1. That's locked, cannot be changed. But if I wanted to add one for wave 2, I can, just like that. So there it is right there. And then you have your Shrapnel digital magazine issues, 1 through 4. As they come out, they're $6 a piece. Battletech Initiative deck. I think that's a pretty cool thing to have as well, as maybe a lot of people will combine a deck of cards and say the Ace of Spades goes with the Atlas, the King of Spades goes with the Wolverine, and as you go. But then when you put the deck together and you draw a card, that mech coordinated with that card has to be moved or what have you. So I think that's a pretty good way to, it forces you to play what you're given and figure out what to do with that mech rather than trying to decide what to do with each different mech and going through all these different ways. It speeds up the game quite a bit. So that is a wave 2 thing for $10. Yeah, maybe. I'd be interested to see if they have any art on it or anything else to it. The good thing is at the same time is this is not Kickstarter exclusive, so if you wanted to wait on it, you definitely can eventually come out to retail. These map packs, And the premium battle mats, they've been looking pretty awesome. Very, I wouldn't mind having a few of those. Keep in mind they're 22 by 36s, which is smaller, I believe, than a regular game size mat. So just be mindful of that. You may need multiple of those for a game. Then you have your digital libraries, which is a slew of stuff, all reasonably priced, $5 or below. So if you like the digital side of things, if you have a Kindle, I have a Kindle app. I've been reading Great Death Legion, the first 3 books. Just started looking into that. Really happy, really cool. First time reading through it all. So really excited for it. Technical readouts right here. One I'd be interested in getting is the 3039, and it's an immediate thing that you can get right away. It's $10. If you look online on Amazon, it's going to be more than $10 for the hardback. It's just really be pretty nice to have as well. You have a 3050 upgrade as well. Other digital rewards right here. So as you can see, these are all locked from the Wave 1 and rewards that I have now. So looking forward to get Legends. Some of these other stuff that'll be coming in. There's your canon character. Some book that I am interested in getting is the campaign operations. The reason why is because it's coming with an up-to-date errata, vintage cover, and it's campaign operations is something that I would enjoy going through and having a purpose to my games more so than just a skirmish of last man standing or woman standing and going through it. So if I had a purchase right there, I would get a digital source book and an actual hard book for $40. Where the book, campaign operations right now, I think is not even in print. So be able to get this right now would be fantastic. So I'm going to put that on there as well. Some Battletech novels. If you want the really high class collector edition stuff, probably want to get this stuff then. Me, myself, budget wise, probably not going to get that. I'm going to get more game needs. A game need is tactical dice kit. I'm not sure how I feel about buying these specific dice, especially it says not the final dice, so I'm not exactly sure how they're going to look like. All you really need to do is buy dice, probably a little cheaper overall, and it does the same exact thing. This is more just geared toward Battletech itself, rather than just overall grabbing some dice and going at it. So overall, you kind of saw what I purchased or put to purchase. It's $126.31. Keep in mind that as we're seeing Wave 1 stuff come out to retailers as well, that's going to be putting onto the miniature market, Amazon, your local game stores. They're going to be selling that stuff too. So don't feel like you're going to be left out for not getting the Kickstarter. I know they mentioned something about we want the Kickstarter backers to get their product first, and then maybe a few months afterwards, that's when the retail is going to hit, so that the Kickstarter backers can feel like backing it actually meant something, which I can definitely get behind. So I would hit save and continue, and then going on to my payment. Something people may want to look into is what they can do in the meantime while they wait for their Wave 2 content to come in, or as they have their Wave 1 content come in, is this is a great website, sheets.flex.net, Flex Sheets. And what you can do is you can put in pretty much any unit in there. So let's say the Awesome in there. And it's really friendly overall, I would say. I'm doing this on an iPad. And It has all the information as you would on a regular record sheet without printing it off. And let's say pilot takes a hit. So it's at 2 right there. You can make this heat go up and down as much as you want, and it highlights there the modifiers that it's affecting. Let's see, if a heat sink is taken out, if a PPC has a crit, it registers that and saying that, hey, you can't use that anymore. Also has different tables here, what you need for pitching, punching or kicking, pushing, charge, all this awesome cool stuff. And then let's say you get hit in the head, boom, destroyed. And then you can add different battle mechs to it as well. So you can kind of switch through it all as much as you want to. Different settings right here, and I do believe they're working on a network as well to play with other people due to COVID restrictions. You also have sarna.net, fantastic site to look up all the different kind of lores, rules, what have you. And then you also have the master unit list. This is a fantastic one, especially for me trying to figure out, maybe I'm trying to build a certain house. So for me, maybe I want to have a Federated Suns type of build. So I go over here, Federated Suns, and then over on the right, I go, okay, I'm going to look for 3020 to 3049 late succession war mechs. What kind of mechs did they have? And now I can go through here. I will sort it out. I do have an archer, so I'm like, okay, I have an archer. The 2R version of it, do I have that in my record sheets? Yep, have it in my record sheets, awesome. I can put that down and eventually paint those up into a Davian one. And I just go through here. Awesomes, the 8Q, 8R, Battle Masters, 1G. They have one kind of catapult here, the C1. I think there's a K2, but that I have as a record sheet, but it shows that Davian did not have one, and it was introduced in 2561. And if I wanted more information about this, it is the technical readout, succession wars, and record sheet succession wars as well. As you look at the top here, it tells you what they are, rules, the era, what have you. Excuse me. And so this is pretty awesome for me, so I can go through the mechs that I have and then go through this right here and compare it to the record sheets that I have and figure out which ones I can put on the table that I physically have copies of. Let's say that I have a mech of it, but I don't have the record sheet of it. Well, I got flex sheets right here. Perfect. Or if I wanted to, I can probably go to Catalyst, what have you, and download or purchase the record sheets for what it's saying it is. So I need the record sheets of Succession War, record sheets of 3039 for the Champion 2N. So it's extremely helpful for me as a new player where to find information for it. So fantastic place to go to. Now let's say the Cyclops right here. I click on it, this is what it looks like. It also brings up the Alpha Strike right here. If I wanted to, I could hit expand, and it expands it for me. Also, another interesting thing is I can hit customize, and now I can customize this. So let's say I had a short 4, and then generate card, and now S is 4, just like that. And then you can clear the values if you want to. Maybe. It's not wanting me to right now, but I think you are also able to print this off, use this, and use it for your Alpha Strike game. Fantastic ability to do that. It also, for piloting gunnery skills, figuring out the battle value of your mech, you just look at the gunnery and piloting, and you match it up, and it's go, let's say 5 piloting and 4 gunnery. It's going to be 1,584 points to field that mech. So and it has all the different variants of it, the rules of it, the TRO, battle value, PV, and the era of it. So fantastic. And if you don't remember the era right here, it's also right over here as well. And then you can also add it to a force. And if you log in, so you force, AS Builder, and you make an Alpha Strike Force Builder as well, and you print that off, use it. So I would definitely use that. Use these to your benefit. So that is what I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was beneficial for you all to see what's going on. Just be patient best you can with all the different issues that have come up with Kickstarter. This was a massive Kickstarter with a massive amount of options. So they're just trying to fix it all. And then with COVID and everything else going on, they're slowly getting it through it all. So just hang tight, work through them, and enjoy the content that's coming to your doors now if you get that split shipment. So other than that, we'll see you next time, and take care.